Mount, I've been working guard, top and bottom, so we're gonna look at attacking from mount. So I like to obviously first cover the two types. We got low mount and high mount. What I don't wanna do is just sit right here on Dan's hips because I'm in the power. If he starts bridging to try to escape, right, bridge up, right, he can start off balancing me, all that. So I need to get low, like in a kind of a reverse grapevine kind of thing, or I need to get high up in his armpits as I can, pinching my knees together to start isolating those arms up there. Okay. I typically, if I'm first coming to mount, I typically go ahead and shoot 12 mount to try and stop like those early escapes, get his bridging under control. So we're gonna look at settling in at low mount and then kind of attacking from there initially. All right, so however I've got to mount, there's some side control, they're just coming over knee on belly. When I say I shoot to low mount, I'm kind of trying to connect the inside of my hips up on his thighs, and I'm pointing my toes or my heels to the ceiling, right? That kind of locks me in. One hand comes behind Dan's head, I don't care whichever side you want to use is coming under there, and then that gives me my ability to post out if he starts trying to bridge one way or the other, right? He starts trying to move to escape, I'm arching, like I do when I take the back, right? And I'm trying to flatten somebody out. It's that same motion, he glue his hips to the mat. And I want to hug his head up, and now I cradle it in my bicep. This also keeps him from bridging. If I let his head on the mat, he can bridge. If I take his head up, he can't bridge, right? Can't get his hips off the mat because he doesn't have anything to bridge on, okay? So that's kind of how I want to start setting up this first attack. We're going to look at the arm triangle. But when I start attacking this arm triangle, I kind of start looking for it once they've quit that initial escape. Once they've kind of conceded to the position, then I start my attack. All right, so I'm here. I still keep that head scoop so my elbow's on the mat. Now I'm trying to get under this arm. I swim, and now I walk out and then up. Right? I don't try and drive it. Put some resistance in there, right? If I try and drive, it's real hard. But if I just inch that up, it keeps working that shoulder. And that's what I want to do until I can grab inside the armpit. As soon as I can grab inside the armpit, I've got my initial entry and I'm good to go. So now I swim my hip. So now I've kind of angled my body, choke on his tricep. Now I start chalking his shoulder and chalking his head. Adjust down until I can feel that I'm under his chin, because I don't want to be on the chin. Now for my finish, my elbow stays on the mat. I'm gonna bring my weight back over and I'm gonna look into Dan's ear. So I'm actually gonna rotate my head to look into his ear. That puts a lot of, drives that shoulder that last little bit. I'm not gonna come to a two-handed finish. I like to finish my arm triangle with one-handed so I still have a base out, right? And here, now if you notice the switch, in here. And then like my north-south choke, I'm just gonna sink into right there. Okay, so I'm sinking down, right? And I can bring that knee under as I turn, because I've still got this hand posted. If I take this away and sink, he's got the ability to bridge and roll me. Okay, so that's why I keep that posted out. Okay? So I settle my low mount, I'm under the head. I lift and scoop. All right, so I'm resting to his neck in the corner of my elbow, walk, now I'm inside the armpit. I'm driving across so I can block with my head. It's harder for him to get his arm out. I'm high, so I'm gonna sink down, so now I'm under his chin, chalk, and same thing. As I lift his head, I'm just walking that hand a little bit further through, arm comes straight out, now I'm switching, I'm looking right into his ear. Sink right there. And I just kind of flex that bicep just a little bit, just to squeeze. Okay. Question on that one?
Questions?
Yep.